Good evening, CBC Saturday League basketball fans, and welcome to this special edition of CSN. We are coming to you live from CBC High School, and we are about to announce the CBC Saturday League team draft for the 2024 season. Before that, let's talk about the league. As many of you know, this is a 6-team league, with each team consisting of freshmen through seniors. There's a wide variety of skills and abilities in this league. Some of our guys, they've played here, right here at CBC. Other players, they played at their grade school recreationally. And for some of our guys, this is going to be the first time they're part of a basketball team. Teams will be coached by CBC faculty and staff. This is a 7-week league. In the regular season, each team will play each other one time. Week 6 is the playoff weekend where top 4 make it into the playoffs. Of course, as you all know, Week 7 is Championship Saturday, where we will host a 3-point contest, a dunk contest, and of course, the championship game. And yes, all of this will be streamed live right here on CSN. Now that we know about the league, it's time to meet the teams. Standing by live is our first guest, the voice of CBC Athletics, Mr. Tom Eichwald. Tom, you've seen the teams. Give me your initial thoughts.
Thanks for asking. And first of all, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. I have taken a look at the teams and a couple of observations. One, it's been a lot of fun to watch the talent go up and up and up every single year. It seems like every year teams get deeper, which is a lot of fun to see. I think one of the challenges for a lot of teams this year is that with so many seniors, 23 seniors that were a part of the league last year, there's going to be some leadership spots open, and it's really going to be about who steps up to take those leadership roles. You look at some of the, there's some guys in there that maybe have had a lot of success in other sports. Maybe can they bring a competitive edge, some of the leadership? I'm looking at guys like Sam Villa, Alex Etzel, J.D. Brewster from the soccer program. They certainly know how to compete and bring that edge as well. And then also guys like Harrison Krause, Will Reed. Are they going to be able to kind of step up and fill those leadership spots? So I think that's really going to be where a lot of this season happens, is in who's going to step up and take the leadership on these teams. Looking forward to seeing it.
Thanks, Tom. It's going to be interesting to see which one of these players makes that leap and takes that next step and leads this league in 2024. Now, gentlemen, it's the time that you all have been waiting for. Let's reveal our teams. Team Batliner Fitzpatrick is the returning Saturday League champion. If Coach of the Year Bat Fitz is going to win another, they've got to replace a ton of talent. It didn't take them long to snatch up the next in line. They grabbed Charlie Charmatero, sight unseen, as their top draft pick. This former CBC player, Charmatero, was the envy of all the coaches. In a bold move, he chose to skip the combine, knowing he did enough to warrant a high draft pick. Now the pressure is on, and he is ready to lead. He's joined by fellow senior Nick Rallo, who is fresh off the injured list and ready to leave his legacy. Another former player, senior Chris Northern, dazzled at the Jamboree, and Bat Fitz made him a top draft target. Then Team Bat Fitz grabbed a double dose of experience with Twin Towers, Grant and Nathan Bealsmith. Both twins grew considerably in the offseason, added some muscle, and will now add physicality to Team Bat Fitz. Caleb McGill and Luke Finkling, both in their 3rd year in the league, add depth and experience. Newcomers Robbie DeLong, Charlie Scott, and Jalen McKinney bring much-needed athleticism for Team Batliner. This team will play fast, play furious, and play to win. This team is coached by Ryan Batliner and again assisted by Paul Fitzpatrick, who inked a long-term deal to pair with Batliner to take another run. Dare I say it? It's the making of a dynasty. Let's hear from Coach Batliner.
Where are my dogs at? I'll tell you where the dogs are. They're on my roster, baby. What's up? Coach Batliner. On behalf of Coach Batliner and Coach Fitzpatrick, happy to welcome you to my team, boys. Very, very excited to get the season started. See you soon, boys. Let me hear your mean bark.
Thanks, Coach Batliner. Now it's time to meet our next team. Team Maris Duddy is the most experienced. bringing back 6 Saturday League players from 2023, including the dynamic duo of Owen Sanders and A.J. Becker. Sanders and Becker both averaged over 5 points last year, easily making them one of the highest scoring 1-2 punches in the league. Maris Duddy added size and athleticism with the addition of bruising power forward James Canoyer. He took over the Jamboree, and comparisons were made in the draft room to Shaquille O'Neal. Newcomers Evan Miller, Alex Lane were dogs at the Jamboree, bringing a ton of energy to the floor. Returning two-way player Cale Keller and defensive specialist Max Spillman will wreak havoc on opposing teams. Gavin Smith was a champion his freshman year, and slashing combo guard Henry Power is going to provide some much-needed energy off the bench. Team Maris Duddy dipped into the transfer portal and plucked Nasir Davis, a 5'11 shooting guard who could be the difference maker for this team. Perhaps the biggest addition to this team comes in the form of graduate coach Noah Duddy, a 3-time three-point contest champion. Duddy is back and looking to avenge the fact he never won a championship in this league. Look for Team Maris, Team Duddy to be a force come playoff time. Let's hear from Coach Maris and Coach Duddy.
Hey, Saturday League fans. So excited about the Duddy Maris team this year as we look to finally get into that championship game. We've been snake bit so many different times. I'm really excited about the group that we've got here. Good defense, good scoring from all around. And, from the Maris compound, here we go. We're ready to go for Saturday League basketball. Get excited, folks.
All right, it's Saturday League basketball. I'm happy to be coaching. I was a player for 3 years. I'm excited about my team. I played with some of these guys that are on my team. I'm very excited. We got some shooters. We got some rebounders. We got some bigs. I'm pretty excited about it. I wasn't able to win a championship, but hey, that's why I'm back here. We're going to go win a championship. Let's have a great season.
Thanks, coaches. We're excited to see how you guys do this season. Now, it's time to meet Team Benson. Team Benson went for a complete rebuild this year. Fresh off his Saturday League championship defeat, the confetti didn't finish falling before Coach Benson began scouting his new players. He kept defensive specialist and rebounder Leo Bruckle to anchor this new core of talent. The rest of his team is new, led by sharpshooting Grant Davidson, who averaged nearly 5 points per game last year. Perhaps the steal of the draft came when Benson grabbed Alex Etzel with the high draft pick. He showed out at the Jamboree and was a terror on both ends of the floor. Jude Pingle is back from injury this year and out to prove he has what it takes to lead this team to a championship. Guy Davidson, who is challenging for the title of best shooter in the league with the last name Davidson, was a great pick and surely will bring another long-range bomber. Austin Jacobs decided the best way to prepare for golf season was to grab a basketball and play in Saturday League. His length is going to be a difference maker for this team, and I'm not talking off the tee. Dynamic duo Trey Bolin and Liam Lawler team up to bring off-the-bench energy and help bring Benson his long-awaited championship. 6'4" shooting forward Nick Harris joins Bruckle, Pingle, and Jacobs and completes one of the biggest front courts in the league. Newcomer Mason French, a senior guard, joins this very talented group. Benson took a bold strategy towards winning, but bold is Benson's middle name. Let's hear from Coach Benson.
To say this draft was a success for Team Benson is to put it extremely lightly. The group of guys that we have, I'm super fired up for. This is going to be a great season.
Thanks, Coach Benson. I'm excited to see if you can make it back to the championship. All right, now it's time to meet Team Maxwell. Coach Maxwell, fresh off a disappointing season, perhaps made one of the biggest moves of the draft when he picked senior guard Sam Villa as his top overall draft pick. Sam is new to this league, but is seen as one of the top guards. He paired Villa with fellow soccer stars J.D. Brewster and Logan Montgomery. J.D. was a late add to the league, but Maxwell has been scouting him for years. Logan Monty was one of the best players at the Combine and earned himself a high draft pick. This three-headed monster will be a force for Team Max. Looking for some experience, he grabbed big man L.J. Quinn, a 6'7" power forward who can shoot the rock. Quinn averaged nearly 5 points per game last year and will anchor this team on both ends of the court. Shooting guard Christian Cobb averaged 4 points last year and will create a deadly inside-outside combo with L.J. Quinn. Senior Ben Harrison returns after a successful season in search of a championship. Newcomer Lucas Spinelli balled out at the Jamboree and showed a ton of confidence and maturity for a freshman. Perhaps Maxwell is predicting he's going to need help lifting some hardware, so he went out and grabbed not one, but two, count them, 2 cranes in senior Matthew and freshman Mark Crane. The Crane boys bring a physical style that Maxwell teams are known for. Now, let's see if they can lift Team Maxwell to a championship. Coach Max, what are you seeing? Thanks, Coach Max. I'm excited to see what you guys do this season. Now, gentlemen, it's time to meet Team McGraw, Team Half Mo. Coaches McGraw and Half Mo have teamed up again to make a run at the title. And like they're going to start a new dynasty, they also have the most new players to the league. They reunited with senior guard Devin Alexander. Alexander decided to put his boxing gloves down to help lead this team to a championship. He is lightning quick and can handle the rock. He can shoot the rock. Oh, did I mention? Alexander is also one of the favorites to win Defensive Player of the Year award. He's Mr. Do-It-All. McGraw Half-Mo got aggressive and traded up to grab top 3 returning scorer, Ben Sear. Sear averaged nearly 6 points per game and is a rebounding specialist. Junior Michael Sievers, who averaged nearly 5 points per game, gives Team McGraw Half-Mo a great outside threat. Sievers, Sear, and Alexander combined to average nearly 14 points per game. Sharpshooter Joey Goodwin rounds out the experienced players for Team McGraw Half-Mo. What this team lacks in experience, however, it makes up for in raw talent. Senior Sam Mitchell joins this team and is a top candidate for league MVP. Mitchell, a volleyball star, showed an unbelievable ability to finish at the rim. He's joined by fellow seniors Luke Chessis and Shamar Carpenter. Chessis looked like the second coming at the Jamboree, and he's long and alters shots in the lane. A trio of freshmen in Madden Toronto, Jack Kelly, and Tristan Jones round out this roster. If I was a betting man, which I am, I would place my money on this team to make the finals. Let's hear from Coach.
Team, as we get ready for this season, I want you to remember the great words of Bill Walton. You don't win championships by being normal, by just being average. We built this team about improv, free-flowing, transition offense, shooting the 3 in transition, being long on defense, playing hard all the way through, and having fun while doing it. And that's just what we're going to do this season. We're going to be having fun, winning some hardware, and looking good while doing it. Can't wait for the season, boys.
Thanks, Coach. We're excited to get started. Now, time to meet our final team. It's the rookie, Coach Horn. Let's meet Team Horn. Rookie coach Michael Horn is new to this league, but what he lacks in Saturday League experience, he makes up for it with roster experience. 7 of his 10 players are juniors or seniors. 6 of his 10 players have played in this league before. Dynamic duo of Ryan Reed and Will Reed are 2 of the highest scoring returners in this league. Ryan Reed is the league's highest returning scorer, averaging over 8 points per game last year. Will Reed flashed his confidence of league MVP at the Jamboree. Both Reed boys, no relation, have won championships and now joined Coach Horn to bring some much needed experience. Coach Horn shocked the league when he maneuvered a trade and added combo guard Harrison Krause. Krause was in the finals last year and won a championship in his sophomore year. He's looking to become a double champion in this league. Horn, who played basketball himself outsmarted the entire draft room with a sleeper pick, senior Finley Condren. Condren was a top performer at the Combine and earned himself a high pick. Newcomer Seamus McCrudden stood out at the Jamboree with a shooter's touch and the ability to slash and finish at the rim. On the defensive side of the ball, Coach Horn added specialists, brothers Braden and Blake McCluskey, to be lockdown defenders. Blake averaged nearly 2 points last year as well, which is a huge bonus for Coach Horn. Senior Dylan Tannehill returns for another run at a championship. Newcomer freshman Aldrico Bell has grown several inches, and his long arms and quick feet will create turnovers that will feed Will Reed for some quick baskets. You better be ready for tough defense when you play Team Horn. Coach, let's hear about your team.
What's good, y'all? Team 5, Coach Horn here. Stoked to see my 10 dudes that are ready to just go at it when we get to this Winter League basketball. Looking at some dudes on our roster, just got really excited. Had to put the Bulls jersey on because the first thought I had was Dynasty. So we got McCrudens, we got McCluskeys, we got Condrens, we got Reeds, we got other people, but I'm not even gonna mention them because you're gonna sleep on them anyway, just like they slept on the Bulls. Be ready, y'all. We're coming for you.
Thanks, Coach Horn. I think you're gonna shock this league. Gentlemen, you've met the teams. Now it's time to begin. What I need you to make sure to do is keep an eye on your email. I will be sending all the league information, including your team's scheduled dates and times. Fellas, for all of us here at CSN, Mr. Gardner, the CSN crew, thank you for joining us tonight. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's Eve. Here's to a great new year. Let's get this thing started.